Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
like how you're sporting the gear too. You got the merch on.
I forgot to put it on. Let's be honest, it's comfy.
I was trying to contrast. I wanted to do the white and black with the black and white.
Oh, sorry, let me turn this off. Can you see what I'm watching in the backs?
What do you got going on back there?
I got Extreme King going, and I also got my son who decided to tip over a chair.
Oh man, a
You
steel
remember?
chair?
No, it's a hospital chair that I got for $7.
Oh, okay. Flea
Good
market.
deals. Good deals. And if
Yeah.
you can't tell, I expected him to be on camera too.
Hi.
Say hi, Everest.
Uninterested.
I mean, he doesn't hear the TV going, so yes. He loves wrestling just as much as I do.
Good, good. Yeah, good boy then.
Yes. But let's get started where I wanted to get started. When I
Yeah, man.
first met you, I was like, who is this guy? I was like, oh, this is Justin Parsley. I was like, he's going to be an ass. Then the first words you said to me, I was like, you got a nice family. I was like, oh, man. Complete, complete style change. And I looked to my left, and I believe it was your daughter there.
My
That was,
daughter might have been with me. My girlfriend was probably with me at the time.
yeah,
Amanda.
a tiny little girl sitting in a camping chair. I believe
Oh,
that was your
yeah,
daughter. Yeah.
yeah, that's my daughter.
I
Yeah,
was
you're
like,
right.
hopefully this guy, I was like, then you pop up on my Facebook page. I was like, I should add him just to be nice. And then I reached out and said, thanks for the kind words. And you reached right back to me. I was like, wow, he is a lot nicer in person. But you were,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's all a gimmick, man. I mean, you got to be good at what you do.
yes. I was like, he's going to be an ass. I was like, no, no, no. Really? You still going after the remote, dude?
There are mixed reviews. Some people would say he is just an ass, and that's it.
I mean, you were one of the nicer guys to me, so I thought that was pretty cool. As where Brogan came up to me, he's like, hey, buddy. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I'm a family man, so I like seeing that shit too. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it makes the day go a lot better when you see someone having a good time. It
Yeah.
just got hot that day.
A lot of those days are hot. Inside the gym, outside in his yard, they're just.
Yeah, it's the middle of what was that? That was the weekend before Father's Day. That was my Father's Day gift from my wife. She's like, "Hey, I know you want to go down, but yes." But let's
Very
get on
cool.
started with this. What's the most important question? Who the fuck is Justin Parsley? Can you answer that in a few
There, right?
words?
It's
Yeah,
it's so important. I put it on a T-shirt.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, I can't remember. I'm starstruck.
it draws attention, man. Like
Yeah,
from the moment I saw it, yeah, it draws attention. And like that's a good question to ask. Who the fuck is Justin Parsley? But it's a very complex question to be answered because
yeah.
he's a lot. I mean, he's definitely a father. He's a son. He's a family man, big time. He's a helper. You know, he's a server. He's a performer. I think that covers the basis of who Justin Parsley is, and then the rest of it you just see with your own eyes. Like it's hard to put into words sometimes.
Yes. I was like, your words about Kurt Acid, Benji, Genocide, whatever we call him. I saw that. I was like, he's got some nice words about Benji. In the living room wrestling, I can relate to on the dime because I have a twin brother myself. So I used to get put in everything. But the first time I met Benji, it was with my twin brother. And the first words he ever said to me is, who the fuck are you? And that
How
goes to my head every day.
That's so odd. That is so odd because then we have who the fuck is Justin Parsley? Like it's
Yes.
full circle.
Yeah, I was like, I have to introduce myself to Benji. I had a few words with him. Like it wasn't anything wild. He just looked at me like, "You've got something." I was like, "I'm just me. I'm just this loner kid who just came out of a bad relationship back in 2019 is when I met him, and now look at me. I'm happily married, going on 3 years together, 4 years that I've been with the wife, and my kids are
Congrats. That's
23.
awesome.
So it's all good energy."
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's keep this going. What's your favorite moment from your XCW career so far?
Man, I'm digging this Summer Mania that's coming up on Thursday. I can't wait for it to premiere. But besides that, I think the debut was really cool. I think it was a really unique debut, and with all the animosity that Fletch had towards me and all the bad words and everything negative that people had said about me over the years, like showing up and giving them a reason to actually hate
Yeah,
Justin Parsley.
yeah,
Like at least there was some substance there. It wasn't just stories and hearsay.
yeah,
And that was again just playing the character. And so then they saw how good I was at wrestling, and they just welcomed me with open arms, and it's been a brotherhood ever since. It's
yeah.
awesome.
Because one of the first people I said you messaged me back was Festus, Ref Festus. He's like, yep, he's good people. I was like, I figured.
That means a lot coming from
Yeah.
Festus. That's so cool.
And he tells me about all the times he's had interactions with the guys. Every time he bumps someone, you're one of the first people out of that locker room like, what was that? But
Hmm.
that's a brotherhood, like you said.
Absolutely, I have mad respect for Festus. He's the best at what he does.
Yes, he's my stepdad, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, which
you're
is
a lucky man, dude.
right, the oldest ref in the business.
Yeah.
Every year I do
It
a birthday
shows.
post.
It shows.
Right.
He's got more salt and pepper than me.
I mean, I had gray, that's why I started dyeing it. And I'm not even
Yeah,
30.
dude. I got my first at 21, so
Ugh. I got my
yeah.
first the day the kids came home from the hospital. So, yeah.
Oh,
Who was your dream opponent to work with? I mean, I'm pretty sure I could answer this one, but I'd rather hear it from you.
is it XCW strictly?
Yes, straight XCW. Former competitors or someone you want to face right now.
Well, man, I wish I could face Kurt Acid. Obviously, like
Yes.
that's the dream. But that's only a dream. So Hunter Houken, I think, would be awesome to work with. And there's a bunch of guys I want to work with. That's not the shortchange like Jay Ellis, ACT, Hayden Vex, any of those guys. But Hunter Houken he's the future of wrestling. He can do whatever he wants with wrestling,
Yes.
right? He's young, he's gifted, and I would love to just put that dude over to the moon.
You're a big what is his name now? I know he was in Cameron Grimes. There we go. There we go. That's who I was thinking of. To the moon deal.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you know I watch a lot of wrestling. Who was the person who got you into wrestling? And let's go from there. Who was the person who
Okay.
got you into it?
So I would watch like on the old pay-per-view boxes. They look like I think they like had black boxes that were like illegal and stuff, but we had like a legal one where you'd like program a number in and you'd order the pay-per-view. And I would watch that with like my uncle and my grandpa. They were into wrestling. My grandpa, not so much at that point, but he was like a Roddy Piper fan. And Roddy Piper's like he's like Justin Parsley. He gets people riled up.
Yes.
And yeah, so I liked him. And then my uncle was a Hulkamaniac. So I was on the Hulkamania train. Yeah, I did that early because I was a wrestling fan. I was born on the day of the first Royal Rumble. How about that?
What
That's a
was
fun
that?
fact.
92.
January 24th of 1988.
There is no way you're almost 10 years older than me. Dang. Are you
Thank you.
immortal? Are you immortal?
Thank you.
Like, where's the
Yeah,
Fountain of Youth, man? Is it
yeah,
out at
yeah,
that watering hole in Shelbyville?
yeah. I'll show you where it's at next time you're down. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, my
So
wife's
I was a
10 years older than
Hulkamaniac,
me.
and then when Warrior beat Hulk Hogan, I mean, by that point, I was all into like the face paint. So I like the Warrior and Sting, and that was just, and from there it was just the rest is history, right? Here we
You
are.
recall that WrestleMania very well. My first recall of WrestleMania was Bret Hart versus Stone Cold. The image of Stone Cold not tapping and just passing out. That is what made me a wrestling fan. You
Oh
know.
man, that was so cool. Yeah. And there was a break in the 90s when it got really rough to watch wrestling, or WCW had all the talent. And I was a WWF loyal fan. I mean, I liked ECW too. I like the tape trading and stuff like that. But there was a time when I didn't watch WWF, and my uncle called me in like '96, and he's like, "Have you seen what they're doing with Stone Cold?" I'm like, "No, I don't even know who's Stone Cold." Like Steve Austin, right? He's just done being the ringmaster and stuff, and then I turned it on and I was hooked again, all over again. Like Austin brought me back in.
Okay, crap. Really? Really? Is this the game we're playing today? You can't, just because you can do pull-ups and I can't doesn't mean anything.
Look at this, man. Look at these devil horns I have. I think it's from like doing the pose.
Yeah.
And like God just like he's like, okay, here you go. Joke's on you, dude.
I mean, just get the implants now. They only cost like 1,600.
They're just coming in on their own. We'll see what it looks like in a week.
Makes me think of the Daniel Radcliffe movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that movie.
What is that called? I can't remember, but
Horns? Is it just horns? Is that
yeah, I
right?
think so because Bryce Hampton or something like that has a song called Horns that was featured in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I watch a lot of movies. I
Yeah,
watch,
that used to be my thing, like
yeah.
movies and music, but definitely movies. I was obsessed. Who's your favorite actor?
We gotta go Ryan Reynolds. My smart crackiness, I picked that up from Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds because if you hear me enough, I will make some sort of wisecrack to something about the 80s or 90s almost frequently. Like
I
every
can
time I
appreciate
put
someone who
gloves
loves
on.
pop culture though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What?
Every time I put a glove, I'm like, I feel like OJ Simpson. Oh wait, this fits. I know. I've done it.
Dang.
So I had an incident at work. I accidentally wore this shirt to work.
You
Luckily,
forget you're wearing that shirt a lot, don't you?
it's about once a week now because I either wear it
That's
for
awesome.
that or I wear it to do the video calls with the dad groups.
Wow, fantastic. I
They're like,
appreciate you.
"Who's that?" I was like, "You got to look them up on YouTube. You got to look them up on YouTube."
Good stuff, man.
But going back to when I saw you at Stream King, my mom told me you mistaked her for for Jacoby's grandma, and I died the first time I heard that. I was like,
I
"Oh my!"
might have, man. I try to learn all the faces and names because, like, eventually they do stick. I mean, in customer service and stuff. But
Yeah,
as I'm trying to figure it all out, I'm sorry.
it doesn't bother me. I mean, to me personally, it's
No,
cool.
you have to tell her that I'm sorry.
She'll
I don't
see
even
it.
remember that happening, but it very well could have. It had to have.
Yeah. Uh, but my wife's 10 years older than me, and everybody thinks I'm older.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't see it. I mean, besides her ball tapping me, that I deserved it, but she ball tapped me when I said those are my headaches as well. But being a dad, you have to be funny, or else what's gonna happen? You're gonna get bored.
Yep. You might get fired. They might leave you. You have to be funny. You have to be the fun parent. You do. It's
I'm the
built in.
cool-ish dad. You're the cool dad who looks good even at over 30.
You're right. You're right. We were just talking about this with my daughter, and like my girlfriend Amanda was like, Sienna, how are you going to feel whenever you get into high school and all your friends are crushing on your dad? She's like, they won't be allowed to come over. And I'm like, I don't want a bunch of teenage girls over here anyway.
I was gonna say you're not gonna be R. Kelly.
No, no, hell no. But they can just take their ass to the library, do something productive.
Ooh, we were
Stay
just there
cool.
the other day.
Yeah.
I'm a dorky dad. I find all sorts of fun stuff. Heck, I let my daughter decorate our
Flea
bed here.
markets in the library. That's awesome. Look at that. Good dad. I probably have a Pikachu, maybe to match it. No, I don't. It's in the other.
I
It's in
have
the other.
we have a full bed set that's Pokemon. So
There we go.
wait a sec. Wait a sec.
My son has one too. So, and I'm not even a Pokemon fan, but whatever. It's for the kids.
Yeah, it's for
I've
the
had I've
kids.
had to learn. I've
It's
had
for
to
the
learn
kids.
as we go along here.
I mean, I was like, if I'm gonna be dorky, I might as well let my kids be dorky as well.
Yep.
My daughter loves trucks, but my son loves playing house. It's weird, but I embrace it.
It's all right.
If
Yeah.
I have to wear a tutu, I will wear a tutu.
You do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah. If you can't tell, I got all sorts of dorky stuff around this room. And the poster I just bought,
Oh yeah. I see that.
Sonic one.
My son would be jealous.
$20 over at I mean, it may not be there at yours, but it was at Burlington. I found it. I was like, I have to have it.
Yeah.
It's going in the kids' playroom next door, and it matches all of our random stuff. I still haven't picked up this chair. I shouldn't have bought heavy stuff.
Questions? Did you have more questions?
I do not. I'm sorry. I'm just lost.
That's it. Yeah. You might get fired. You might be the worst interviewer of all time. I'm just kidding.
That's why I have my own YouTube channel.
Using, me.
That's why everything.
You're gonna use me for cloud, aren't you?
partially, but it's going right back under your Facebook and your DJ Parsley's page.
That's right, Parsley's.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
a good name, by the way. That's a catchy name, and it's consistent across
okay, I'll
everything.
go
You
there
can
and see
cash
what
at me, you can tweet at me, you can Facebook me, Instagram, Snapchat, all of it matches.
Cash
Parsley's.
App.
That's professional.
Cash App too.
That's right, Cash App.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that though.
Yeah.
Venmo, probably PayPal. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm getting off of here. I gotta go get the daughter who's just now waking up again.
Okay, sir. Have a good day.
You as well, man. You as well. I do appreciate this so much.